crying.
We are going back. This is, man, we are just dominating at this point. We have not lost in our last 20. We had one tie, and the rest are all wins, and only one loss as a clan in the last 51 days. We have gone from 0 to level 4 with like no losses. It's crazy. One loss, sorry. 22 wars won, one lost, and one tied. This is our clan, man. We are a third of the way to level 5 in 51 days. So that's pretty sick. We had another great war from all of our players. This was probably our most well-rounded war to date. Everybody contributed, as you can see, 99.8% attack. There was a Town Hall 8 that was left because we missed on number 1. We were going for the perfect war. It didn't quite happen. We had a few different shots at it, and we just couldn't hit that guy's base. We couldn't knock him down, but what we're going to do is we're going to go through because we have a gazillion attacks to go through. Really solid strategies. Try and walk you through all of these strategies as we go. So we're going to start at we're going to start lower. Okay, maybe we'll just start down here at their lowest Town Hall 8. Where is that at? That's right there. 13. Okay, so Awesome Johnny had a great attack here. This was pretty much as textbook as it gets as far as oh man, as far as go wipes go. Pretty solid attack. This was one of their weaker Town Hall 8s. It was their weakest, but he did a really solid job on wiping out that dragon. Like a nice wide spread on the golems, and as you can see, multiple entry points here, which is it's kind of a key for the attack. So you can see the nice wide funnel to make sure that those P.E.K.K.A.s go right in the middle. He gets his hero in the middle. He gets a bunch of wizards in there following it up, and you can see he really dominates this guy's base. There was not a question throughout the entire attack whether or not he was going to make his 3 stars. It was basically a guarantee. With the way he funneled and how much he forced his troops into the middle, and that when you get your multiple entry point and you get mostly every one of your troops in the middle, it's almost always a guaranteed 3-star. Johnny, great job. Like to see how well you've incorporated this new attack strategy. You were really dying to go to Town Hall 8 so you could work this strategy, and it's working out to your benefit and ours. I mean, that was a really solid attack. Nothing to complain about there. Absolutely not. Big Shane comes down, brings in some dragons and some loons. I know these attacks get a little old watching him. He does the wave attack where he just spreads all his dragons out along the edge. I still prefer to have a funnel attack strategy with dragons, but with a base this style, it's okay to have your dragons just kind of walk right across the base in a line. One thing of note, one thing that's good to do with dragon attacks is use your king as a distraction. You see these archer towers on the outside of the base. They're taking out your dragons right now, and they should be attacking your king because your king is not the attacking force of this attack. Your main attacking force is the dragons, so preserving the life of the dragons is key here. So you can drop your king a little earlier, get him to kind of distract one of those aerial defending structures in order to keep your one dragon would have stayed alive there, as opposed to dying during the attack. You probably would have wound up with maybe some more dragons left at the end, but this was a great attack. Just food for thought for next time. It's all over but the crying here. Just a little bit of cleanup from the king and those last few dragons. really good job. Shane's you're quite a good dragon attacker. So just something to beef up your skills. Ben, oh, I like this. I like this player. He's incorporating the hog riders into his raids. Nice CC lure here. Gets the dragon out. Isolates him over to the corner. We're just going to put this in 2x for a minute. Risky game you're playing with just bringing the dragon. If you fail on that, you fail this raid. Just so you know, bringing 10 archers would have been ideal there, just to make sure. But look at this. He surrounds the entire base with his hogs and just walks right in. So no hogs are particularly susceptible to any major clumping at this point. So anywhere they are, they're going to be under a heal spell anyways. So really solid attack. I really like that. Just exercise some caution there. Just with just bringing one dragon to take out the CC troops, it can prove to be rather hazardous. That would have been a 100% fail there. You probably wouldn't even have made your 50%. Had it not worked out for you. So just food for thought. Yeah, look at this. Like, hogs are just crushing this base. Love it. Love hogs. Love level 4, level 5 hogs. There's not too many bases they can't rip through if they're executed properly. So here comes Johnny again. We're going to bring Mr. Johnny in. He's going to do another go wipe. A couple hogs to lure the CC, which didn't really work out too well because they got redirected over to the mortar. Careful planning there, fella. But yeah, so he drops the wall breakers, 2 widespread golems. Got those wizards moving the outside ring there just to give those P.E.K.K.A.s a place to go. And they go wandering into the base. The level 3 P.E.K.K.A, I think he goes for a walkabout around the base, but I feel like he finds his way in. Yeah, so he returns back to the middle of the base. He loses a whole crap load of wizards here, but as you can see, he got the main group of P.E.K.K.A s into the middle, and oh my god, his golems are just tanking the crap out of this base, and King's just working that defensive outer ring, which is basically just completely clump filled with defense. So it was really nice, really good attack here. It's really good, as you can see, how well things work out when you spread those golems out and you give a couple of separate entry points so that the defenses aren't all focused on your main core group, because then you're required to bring some heal spells, and rage is really where it's at for go wipe. So if you don't have to use a heal spell, you're in a better position. But yeah, this is a really good attack, and as you can see, Johnny has really figured this out pretty well. I like it, as well as a couple of other guys in our clan. So he's got nothing left but to clean up here and one stupid mortar that doesn't know when to die. And yeah, golems are going to do some wrecking in this base as well, so that's pretty solid. That's when you know you did a good job. The golems are taking out some structures along the way. Yeah. So, way to go, Johnny. Nice 6-star war for you. Love it. Ooh, my buddy Spanky. Okay, so El Spanky comes in here and just absolutely cracks one off on these guys here. I like this hog raid. This is a go-ho for Town Hall 8. He doesn't waste any time. He just drops that poison right on that dragon. I believe that he missed the archer there, but it's not the end of the world. As you can see, he does this strategy to perfection, and really pleased about that. So here we go. Raid is beginning. So he's luring the dragon out to the corner. He's going to isolate and pop him with the freaking wizards. Golem comes in. It's interesting the choice that the side of the base that he decided that he wanted to attack. He brings out those CC hogs while everything is occupied with the golem, and that's awesome too. So nice that you didn't drop all your hogs in a straight row. Very good job. Yeah, this is actually the first time I watched this attack. I'm surprised that I never got to see this one. I've been pretty thorough with watching just about every attack that happens in the war, and yeah, I just been so busy with other things, work and whatnot. But yeah, this was sick, buddy. This is a really good 3-star attack. This is how you do it at this level. When you want to hit a base that's got a little bit stronger defenses, you need to be prepared to bring that go ho wee, and you can see why right here. Like his hogs are doing some cleanup. His golem is full size, and his wizards are just going to work. His king is full health. And yeah, it's all over but the crying for this guy. He's going to be taking a look at this raid and saying, how did this happen? So down goes the king, and yeah, all over but the crying. Lots of cleanup happening. Lots of time left, and yeah, what a good attack. I'm really impressed. Finally, this attack has paid off for you, and I know it's going to lots in the future. So Gator came in, tried to do some work on their number 8. Unfortunately, he didn't. He was real close, but yeah, those high level air defenses kind of they wreck those the dragons. So here's Gordo with a go wipe, your standard go wipe. That's Gordo's style. He has really mastered this attack. So yeah, man, I just like it, man. Everything about this attack is very thorough with you. So yeah, we are dropping the golems. We're dropping the wizards to get the funnel going. In comes the P.E.K.K.A.s. I like getting the P.E.K.K.A.s out a little early, Gordo. Just if you're watching this, so just a little bit earlier, all right? Just because you want them to be out in front of the wizards. You don't want the wizards to be taking any hits. You want those P.E.K.K.A.s to be suffering all of the major blow. That doesn't get the aggro, that doesn't get deflected off of the golem. So as you can see, those wizards are taking some heavy fire, and it's the P.E.K.K.A.s that end up cleaning this base up. So yeah, I mean the wizards are good, but the P.E.K.K.A.s walk slow. So this one was really tight on time, but really solid attack. Just food for thought. Get those P.E.K.K.A.s down before you throw that big cluster of wizards, because as long as those P.E.K.K.A.s got a nice path to go on, bombing away. So that's a great job. Nice attack. Just trying to, give a little bit of tweaks to some of these attacks. Even though they are 3-stars, there are ways to make them stronger. We're going to go on to number 6, Dark Knight. With me. This is a stone goho, which is 2 golems. As you can see, a level 4 and a level 2. Some wall breakers come in. Nice easy funnel here because there's 3 structures in the middle, and although it just required 2 wizards to get everybody into the center of this base. So as you can see, I waited a substantial amount of time before I dropped that jump spell, because I didn't want the CC troops to get engaged until the Archer Queen was for sure going to be jumping into the middle of this base, and not taking too much time to screw around. As you can see, I do not drop the poison spell on that dragon. I have enough wizards, and the Archer Queen is engaged the dragon, so I am using the poison spell for the. That was a little. I don't know. I felt like I could get some extra points, hit points, if I dropped the hogs in that manner, where there was a couple of streams to go after those early structures, and then just spread out line. I lost a bunch of hogs there to the spring traps, but as you can see, this cluster of skelly traps is chasing my hogs, so it's a darn good thing I dropped that. I saved that poison spell, because I probably wouldn't have 3-starred this raid. But as you can see, the Archer Queen is still going to work. I've got some wizards out here cleaning these outside structures. And yeah, they're going to put down that king pretty quick. Actually, no. The king takes out that hog, and then he ends up wandering around the base a little bit, and they kill him later. But I got a pretty high group of hogs over here in the south that are going to make their way to this gold storage, and that's where they're going to encounter the king. And they're going to engage him and kick his ass. And yeah, we're doing some cleanup. It was a little bit stressed out because Archer Queen didn't think that it was important to go after the town hall. Um, but the hogs are going to do that for her, so that's pretty. That's how you 3-star a base right there. That's the Stone Goho Wee, and yeah, nice little cleanup. I'm pretty pleased with the way that attack played out. I've been kind of funking lately, and this was kind of a breakout war for many of the guys in the clan, including myself. But Gator had a nice Stone Goho as well. Yeah, I really like that. He did go with the lure, which I don't always go for, but sometimes it works out really well, and this time it did. So he pushes his troops in a little bit further before he drops his hogs. A few less hogs, not much, but yeah, he has a little bit different strategy. I mean, there's lots of different ways to pull this stone hoe off, and you know what? It's not set in stone. It depends on the base. I like to choose particularly just depending on the way the defenses are laid out. Archer Queen got in there a little bit late, and she does a walkabout. But she does some pretty good damage out there, and honestly, the hogs just wrecked this base up pretty freaking fast. As you can see, that was 4 times, but honestly, it wasn't that much faster than how this attack went down. So those hogs just go there, kick the crap out of the king, the stupid little level 6 king, and the golem is actually going and beating on this town hall, which is freaking awesome. When you put your your golem in there and he stays alive the entire raid at full, that is boss. That's how you know you absolutely dominated a guy. When your golem is over there beating on the town hall to take it down. So that's how you do that. That's another freaking textbook example of Goho Wee. Really impressed. Everybody really came to play this war. And as you can see from the results, we nearly perfected them. Is that a word? I don't know. And that was pretty well a perfect war. Um, this was a new type of attack for me. This is the max attack, courtesy of Moscree and my buddy George. He presented this to me and said, you should check this attack out, and it's proved to be rather useful. This is what they call a max attack. Apparently, the creator of it was named Max to some degree, maximum maybe. So yeah, we dropped the Archer Queen. We bust into the base with the the 4 earthquakes. Let those golems go in first. Set off any of the giant bombs that are near the middle of this base. The whole idea of this attack is to get the kill squad into the core. As you can see, down goes the hound. This hound was a little bit late, and the wizard targeted those balloons, but level 6 wizard tower didn't even do any damage to those balloons, so got lucky there. And the hound over here crosses the entire base, distracts all the defenses, and yeah, basically I don't need any spells for anything but the kill squad here. And as you can see, this attack was really dominating. Absolutely crushed this guy. Um, Time was not an issue. It was about 2 minutes and 10 seconds or something of an attack, so there was plenty of time left. Lots of cleanup. Pretty sick attack. Really liking that max attack. Stone Go Ho. No, Stone, whatever. Stone Go La Loon. So, yeah, that was pretty solid. Really pleased with the results there. Oh, yours truly again. So, this is another Stone Go Ho. How do we do this? From the bottom. Right. Okay, so we're coming in from the southwest side here. We get to take out that Archer Queen nice and early. And then we drop the wall breakers, get them all into the middle. I didn't go with with the earthquake spell here. I decided that I was going to go with just a jump spell. So we're going to let these troops get into the base a little bit before we drop that jump spell, trying not to get that king too crushed by that dragon. So as you can see, they go in, they bust in, they take out a giant bomb, they get into the middle. And yeah, you're going to see the Archer Queen engage the Skelly traps, and then out comes a couple of huge streams of hogs. that are just going to circle this base, and you're going to see heal spell here, 3 heals here. That's the beauty of using just the 1 jump spell as opposed to the 4 earthquakes. You have a lot of freaking heals going on as long as they're placed properly. So another one goes over here on top of that major core group of defenses. And you can see those skellies are still chasing me around, but I'm going to drop another heal on top of this core group of defenses, and that's just it. And it's just wrecking time. As you can see, I've already dropped some wizards on the outside to do some cleanup on the outer ring. Wipe out that easygoing king. Archer queen is full health. Golem is still alive, beating on a wall. I believe he spends the entire remainder of this attack beating on a stupid wall. The archer queen's beating on one wall while the archers are smacking another one. Meanwhile, they're all standing together. But that's how you do that. Yep, I missed the giant bomb here, fortunately, with those hogs. Wow, that was close. They killed my wizards. I noticed that after the attack. So, oh my god, so much attacking and so many good attacks, strong attacks, like dominating attacks. These weren't just, oops, almost made it or just barely made it. These were absolute crushing. So, Stillo uses the max attack against this Town Hall 9, and Stillo, man, is awesome. Okay, so he's going to come in here, get the lure, bring him over to the corner. Obviously, he's not using his Barb King right now. It's upgrading. So, look at those heroes. Level 25. I wish. So, he uses the witches to take out the CC along with a couple of wizards. And he's basically going to just do a Stone Goho here with the max attack strategy. He's going to use the Rage and the Heal on top of his core group here in the center. Get everybody doing some work. And yeah, here comes a nice friggin' line of hogs that are going to wreck all these defenses to open it all up for the witches and the wizards to do some major cleanup around the outside. That trash ring all the way around. Golems are going to work in the middle, tanking the crap out of those hogs, so that's beautiful. Wizard Tower's trying to take care of them while they're under that heal spell, which does nothing. But yeah, really sick attack. Way to go, Stillo, man. Love it. Yeah, man, this clan is just, we are excelling at a rapid rate. These attacks aren't for everybody. This enemy team, they basically gave up. First 3 hours of this friggin' war, they were over. Yeah, they didn't even touch our top 7. Not even one attack against our top 7. He lost a bunch of hogs there. That's what made this raid a little bit closer than what it needed to be. For time anyways, but solid attack all over but the cleanup. You got one archer working on that town hall right now. Golem's trying to get in the wall, and that's your war wrap, man. That's it right there. George went in, took a bust on their town hall 10, and 80%ed his ass, so that's pretty solid. Unfortunate that we didn't quite get it. I took a rap at it. I barely busted at 50, but I got the 2 stars, George got the 2 stars, and Stillo had the 2 stars on number 1. So really great attacks, really excellent team war. Basically, we had a couple new players, Destroyer Jim, and who else was there? Jon Snow was there. Yeah, we had some really good attacks, and we had some nice surprises. So yeah, let's keep it up, rulers. We are kicking some ass, and people are going to start noticing us. So, Wings rule, keep clashing.